Emerald Audio.
On the last episode of The Royals of Malibu.
You're allowed to be angry. Ella, anger is a normal response to experiencing parental boundaries for the first time in a while. We'll grow together.
Why did you bring all my stuff over to Steve's place?
Because that's where you live?
Reed Royal is a riptide, Ella. It doesn't matter how strong of a swimmer you are going to get pulled under.
Will you go to prom with me?
Oh, she's frozen.
Did I make the team?
You made the team.
Don't be mad.
What happened?
Ella, there's something I've been hiding from you.
Spiraling down.
I'm a really good friend. Which is kind of a hidden secret, seeing as I don't actually have a lot of friends. When you know me, I'm loud, I talk fast, I'm funny. But something about the Cove makes my jaw lock up. I don't like those kids. Ugh. I don't fit in with them, and they don't really seem to like me either. Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Me da 2 cafés, por favor? So, me and Nova have been hanging out a lot. She's been basically exiled from her former group of popular friends, which bums her out for some reason. Just kidding, but not really. Anyway, I had the idea to do a trip to Santa Barbara. I got the goods, your favorite pinconcha, and a couple others that look good.
Oh my god, I'm starving.
Sorry, we could have eaten closer to home, but I don't trust pan dulce made in Malibu. Your coffee?
Thank you. Really good.
Yeah, that's good. This is a perfect Saturday tradition.
Let's do it forever?
Perfect. Okay, what's your rating?
10 out of 10.
This is our 4th Panaderia Saturday. They can't all be 10.
I don't know what you want me to say. I love bread.
You're the perfect woman. You know that?
Whatever. You're just sucking up to me because I have no friends.
I'm your friend, and I'm very good at it. Like, professional grade. Who else do you need?
No one.
Here, hand me your coffee so you can drive. Ooh, we're halfway to Santa Barbara. You don't actually think you have no friends, right?
All the girls I used to hang out with are weirdly pissed at me for... I have no clue. They think I ditched them just because, like, I don't want to go to parties or drink, but I feel like they're mainly mad because they can't borrow my clothes anymore.
Maybe they miss you.
I realized that I never hung out with any of my friends one-on-one. We were always in a big group, usually on our way to a party or practice, and, like, all our conversations were about guys or clothes, and there's nothing wrong with that, but when I try to remember any real moments, I can't. And I knew these girls for years.
Look, I always thought your crew was fake.
You thought I was fake?
Here, try this pastry. Ooh, it has guava inside.
Don't feed me pastry.
You're pretty. You're so pretty, Nova.
Don't try to flatter me. You thought I was stupid?
Yeah, but in a vaguely prejudicial way. I think everyone who buys authentic Gucci is a little stupid.
Okay, fair. What do you think of me now?
Well, now I talk to you all day, every day. We hang out all the time. I've met your parents. I've seen you read books. I've watched you do math in your head.
Shut up!
A couple months ago, you blended in with every other rich kid at the Cove. Now, you're my number 1 on Snapchat. We arguably know too much about each other.
You didn't answer my question, though. What do you think about me now?
I answered your question before you even asked it, Nova. You're fucking perfect.
But you don't even care now. Talking to me like I didn't hear it no more. Try to like my heart is made of steel no more. No, no.
Nova and I get to Santa Barbara, and it's like a big weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. That's how I always feel when I get out of Malibu. Even going down to other parts of LA makes me feel like I can be my real self. In Santa Barbara, no one knew us.
These crystals are so pretty. I want one. Oh. Okay, do you think I'm more of an amethyst or rose quartz?
Rose quartz, no question.
You answered that so fast.
I know my gems, Nova. What you get again?
Lemon and marionberries.
What the hell is a marionberry?
I don't know.
They're coming out with new berries? I thought we knew all the berries already.
Maybe they breed them like golden doodles. Eat your ice cream.
Are you zipped in? I want to see.
Voila! So does that mean you like it, or?
Whoever wore that thing to prom probably loved it very much. But you cannot be seen in that shimmery, fluffy 80s nightmare.
It's only $6.
Yeah, that's how thrift stores work.
I'm buying it.
Where are you gonna wear it?
I'm walking out of here in it.
You're not. Nova, you told me you had social anxiety. You're supposed to be shy.
I'm feeling brave. And guess what?
Oh, no.
I found one for you too. Put it on.
Oh, this place is so fucking cute. You picked a good place to stay, Nova. Even though I can barely get up the stairs in this dress.
It looks better than the website. I wish we were staying more than one night. Maybe I can see if another room at the inn is available tomorrow night too, and we can just drive straight to school on Monday.
So, what do you want to do tonight? I was trying to look up some bars that we could try to sneak into, but I don't even know what the vibe is. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Don't think I'm a loser.
I won't. What?
I don't feel like going out and drinking and partying. What if we just order food and hang out here?
Oh, I just thought you'd get bored.
Am I super lame? We can go out if you want. I know you like dancing.
No, it's totally cool. I just looked up bars because I thought you would get bored of me.
I just kind of want to get into my PJs and watch a movie.
Look, I'm just happy to get out of this scratchy Carrie at the prom monstrosity. We'll watch a movie. But we didn't end up watching a movie after all. We stayed up talking to each other about everything. Friends, family, exes.
Yeah, my family is huge, and they all live here, so the holidays are a big deal. We get together a lot, though, so you have to come to our next party. Promise?
We tucked ourselves into bed, and somehow she even got me talking about she who must not be named. After how I acted with Tam, I don't trust myself in another relationship. I don't know what came over me, like I was la tóxica for real. I don't ever want to get like that again.
Maybe you were just with the wrong person. Is it weird to ask, are you, like, out as gay?
Now I am, yeah. For a while, my parents were far away. My aunt and uncle were gone a lot for work, and I wasn't talking to Savannah, so honestly, I didn't have anyone to come out to. But when things got really bad with Tam, my mom noticed I wasn't doing good, so she flew out, and I told her everything.
What did she say?
She asked if Tam made me happy, and I was like, no, I'm miserable as shit. This fucking sucks. But my mom never said anything about me being gay. I think she already knew.
Well, how are you supposed to know if you actually like a guy?
What?
Do any of the girls at the Cove like any of these douchey guys? Or do they just like how they look together on Instagram? When I think about it, when have I ever really liked a guy?
I don't know. Ella and Reed are like soulmates for real.
Yeah.
Then, before we fell asleep, she scooched all the way across the giant bed so her back was up against me. Her hair smelled like roses and something sweet. She reached for my arm and tucked it around her waist.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Normally, my heart would be beating out of my chest. I'd be wondering, what the hell does this mean? Is Nova coming on to me? Is she just trying to push my buttons? Or is this something real? But being close to Nova, I just don't worry about that kind of thing when I'm with her. Before my mind can even start racing, I'm asleep.
Where do we go from here? White lies till I'm over it. It's getting on nerves. Guilt-free cover up. It's good after all. Never really said it all till you said it all. Testing now. Where do we go from here? Spiraling down. Love me or hate me, darkness invaded. Many ladies' eyes on me.
I don't want to be controversial, but a lot of girls are way more bi-curious than they'd like to admit.
I can hear the ocean. We're almost there.
So I didn't take Nova's cuddle session that seriously. Sexuality is confusing and I am very hot. Borderline irresistible. That night with Nova probably didn't mean anything. Actually, it felt like it was better if it didn't.
Do you think the poppies will be blooming?
Yeah, of course.
Wow. Oh, it's so beautiful.
You realize we live by this same exact ocean, right?
It looks better slightly north. Now whenever I come to Santa Barbara, I'm gonna think about you.
Have you ever done a trip like this with an ex?
I've never had a real ex.
What?
Yeah, no boyfriend. Well, in middle school, I had a boyfriend for 3 weeks.
I don't believe you never had a real boyfriend. You always have a date. Every dance, every party, there's some guy hanging around you. Right now it's EASTON.
Easton is not my boyfriend. None of those guys were. And anyway, I used to hang out with Savannah at your guys' house all the time, and I never saw you hooking up with Tam.
We were kinda on the DL.
That's my point. We don't know everything about each other, Val.
Okay. Did you want to keep hiking or...
Don't avoid this conversation about us. I feel like we've been talking around it for weeks.
Our friendship is really important to me, Nova.
I never liked any of those boys. So what does that mean? Am I gay?
You can't ask someone else if you're gay, Nova. I have no idea.
Well, I don't either. Is there a quiz or something?
Actually, yes, if you Google it, but only you are gonna know what your sexuality is, you know? And you're still just in high school, so you don't have to figure any of that out for sure. You might not be queer at all. Maybe you have a little crush on me because I'm a really, really good friend. What?
You're my favorite person, but sometimes, Val, you can be seriously clueless.
Why are you so mad?
I tried talking to you 100 times, and for years you ignored me. I used to always hang out with Savannah at her house, and you'd hide in your room playing Smash Bros with Ella, and you'd never invited me to play Smash Bros.
You didn't even know who I was, Nova.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. 2 years ago, I made chocolate chunk cookies, and I left them in Savannah's kitchen, and you ate one.
I didn't know you made those, and they were delicious, but they were for Savannah.
Savannah was in ketosis. She didn't touch those cookies. Those cookies were for you. You can't ignore me anymore or ignore this conversation.
What conversation? Nova kisses me, and suddenly I'm forced to confront every scary feeling I've had for this girl. Her arms twist around me, and I'm hugging her into my chest. She breathes me in, and I kiss her back. And it's so crazy. I know, it sounds insane, but in that moment, everything was perfect.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
I don't know what my label is yet, but I know exactly how I feel about you. I love you, Val. I think I've been in love with you since I first met you.
I kiss her again. I've never felt this kind of connection with anyone. I feel like my feet are lifting off the ground. I take her in, and then the kiss ends. And reality crashes down around me, louder than the waves of the ocean down below us. She looks at me like I'm magic. And I choke.
Val?
I need to think. I'm sorry. I can tell that I hurt her with my reaction. But the second after our kiss ended, all I could think about was how crazy I got during my last relationship. I was jealous, emotional, way too dramatic. And I know people can grow and change, but growth can only happen so fast. What are you supposed to do when you meet the perfect person and you're just not ready for her yet? Did I just mess everything up?
Okay, and then what?
What do you mean? We drove back to Malibu and I told her I still needed time, and now she's gonna go to prom with EASTON.
Ugh, Valerie.
I'm scared, Elle. She's the only thing I can think about. When EASTON asked her out, I was jealous, of course. But what if I get toxic again?
You gotta have more trust in yourself. I knew there was something going on between you two.
Yeah, I should have told you about the flirty vibes a long time ago. I'm always getting on your case about not sharing stuff with me.
I've been wrapped up in the Reed stuff and the Steve stuff. I have not been great at balancing everything.
Girl, you are doing enough. And you listened to me ramble for like 30 minutes.
And I loved every second of it. I would come over to hang out, but I have to go lock myself in the penthouse.
Oh, I totally forgot to ask you. How'd tryouts go? Did you drown Savannah again?
No, but I made the team. Well, for this one meet, anyway.
Ooh, but now you'll be able to spend alone time with Reed in a hotel. Sexy luxury. Ooh, that's what you wanted, right?
Yes, my plan worked. Now I just have to figure out the other part of my plan, which is getting the murder charges against him dropped. You still haven't found anything useful about the people who went to Brooke's funeral?
Nope. They're rich, but not murderers. Probably.
Fuck. I'm at a dead end. Are you coming on the trip to SF2 or what? Maybe we could brainstorm.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing photography for the yearbook, but won't it be weird with Nova there?
It'll only be weird if you keep avoiding her.
I know. Maybe I'll write her a letter or something, just to get all of my feelings out.
Wait, a letter?
Yeah, like the thing where you write a letter and don't actually send it, so you say your most batshit crazy thoughts without consequences.
No, I'm familiar with the concept. Steve's driver is here, so I gotta go.
Bye, biatch.
Letter. That's it. Oh, come on. At brunch with Steve and DINAH, I remembered DINAH said she wrote letters to the people she had wronged, including Brooke. I've been so depressed living here that I've barely said a word to DINAH. And I felt horrible about that, because aren't I supposed to be interrogating her? But if I find the letters, hopefully before Steve and DINAH get home from couples therapy, Then I'll have all the answers I need. Sweaters? I'm not trying to compare cashmere to merino wool. I'm trying to find out why DINAH feels so guilty about Brooke's death. Oh, God. I'm panicking. Why would I just throw everything on the floor? Where's their closet? I find an old baby glam napkin in a jacket pocket. Not helpful, but I take it as a sign. I see a wall of Chanel purses. Would DINAH carry her creepy little guilt letters around with her? What purse does she usually carry? Bingo. You taught me well, Brooke, because I definitely know my Chanel. I find a letter addressed to me and don't even open it. Then I find one for Maria and one for Brooke.
Robin said some things this time.
Fuck, they're home. I scan the letter. Dreadful friend, mean woman, enabled your delusions. Bro, none of this shit is incriminating. One day, I hope your killers will be brought to justice and I will feel that you are truly at rest. What the fuck? I can't handle another dead end. I shove all the letters in my jacket pocket. Before I can figure out how to sneak back into my bedroom, I hear a voice.
Ella?
Steve! You're back. Sorry about the mess. I was just,
I know what you were doing. You were looking for the letters.
Letters?
The ones your mother wrote to me about you.
Oh. Yeah.
They're in the library. I'll grab them for you later.
Got it. Thanks. Ow, Steve, I'm going back to my room.
DINAH can be touchy about her things, so no more snooping.
Do you always do everything your wife tells you to do? Or do you have an original thought occasionally? You're hurting my wrist.
DINAH is very particular. I'm trying to protect you.
You know, you seem to blame a lot of your control issues on DINAH. But if you're not going to stand up to her, then you're just as bad as she is. I'm going to my room.
Hey.
As I walk back to my room, I can't help but feel my heart sink with every step. I've hit another dead end. I know that somewhere in this huge penthouse is the answer to Brooke's murder. But where? And will I find it in time to save Reed? On the next episode of The Royals of Malibu. Remind me why the Cove has another swim meet.
A couple alumni fund this trip every year so we can experience friendly competition with them outside of state championships.
Swimmers, take your mark.
I want you on the team permanently.
If Reed goes to trial next year, I want to be there as much as possible.
Reed's not gonna be here next year.
I quit alcohol, but there's no AA for casual sex.
You could literally join a sex addicts group.
I'll look it up. Sounds like a good place to meet some absolute freaks.
I don't like sleeping without you.
Yeah, me either. The Royals of Malibu is a production of Emerald Audio, an imprint of Diversion, in partnership with Pod People. Starring Alyssa McKay as Ella Sinclair, Chris Cafero as Reed Royal, Nick Cafero as EASTON Royal, Armen Taylor as CALLUM Royal, Franchesca Agramonte as Valerie Gonzalez, Hannah Montoya as Savannah Gonzalez, Daniel Lench as Steve O'Halloran, Maura Vincent as DINAH O'Halloran, Stephanie Sherry as Lucy, Jillian Kinsey as Nova and Detective Schmidt. Directed by Ashton Carter. Written by Kiana Caddyblue. Produced by Emma Demuth. Production management by Ashton Carter. Production assistance by Hannah Ray Leach and Audrey Leach. Story development by Emma Demuth. Editorial direction by Scott Waxman. Casting by Lindsay Ploussard. Sound editing, sound design, and engineering by Morgan Foose and Carter Wogan. Dialogue editing by Adam Raimonda and Carter Wogan. Theme music by Maddie Noyes. Consulting producers, Chris Cafero and Nick Cafero. Executive producers, Rachel King, Alyssa McKay, and Scott Waxman. For more information, visit diversionaudio.com.
Emerald Audio.